Everybody has a gator story, like a fish story. But we were out, and it was my week, and we're out about, I don't know what part of Blue Cypress it is. It is a big lake, and you can see the shore from wherever you are, but I can't tell my north from my south. I'm not a good Girl Scout. But we had hooked into, with the cast hook, the Big Trouble hook, they'd hooked into a gator, and we're pulling it up to the boat, and you know, it's all down and fighting, and you always think it's a lot bigger than it is, because they just seem that way. You don't know what's under the water. And we're in this little John boat, about the top of the side was about this far from the water, and I'm sitting on the cooler. Jay's in the front and Leo's in the back, and they pull this gator in, and it's dark, so you can't tell how big. You're just thinking it's some like monster from a movie that's gonna come up to you, right? They pull this thing up, and they said it was small. It still seemed big to me, but any gator is going to be big to me. How big was that one, Love, that we...
that was 7 foot.
7 foot. So it's bigger than me. It's pretty big. So they reel it up, and they're both standing up, and they ask me if I want to harpoon it. And it's flopping all around. I'm thinking, no. I want to stay in the boat. I'm not standing up and harpooning this thing. Once again, the goal is to keep Susan in the boat, which is usually a hard prospect. So they harpoon it, they bring it up to the boat, and get the bang stick out. Do I want to bang stick it? And all I can imagine, they kept saying, you have to do it in the right spot. You have to do it in the right spot, and don't get your foot. Like, I'm going to take a bullet and shove it into a gator's head at that point. I was worried about blowing my foot off. Like I said, I'm not the most coordinated person. So they go ahead and bang stick the gator and pull it in the boat. And now we have me sitting on the cooler, or I was sitting on the cooler at this point. Now we have moved everything around to fight the monster gator. Jay's in the front and Leo's in the back, and we have a 7 foot alligator. And the John boat was probably 10 foot, maybe. So I'm in the middle, and the alligator's got to be in the middle. So there was some strategic sitting around the alligator. Perhaps not straddled on top of it, but it was close. I was glad it was dead.
Was
but
it
then
touching
they always
you?
tell you, well, you know, it's a reptile and they move around for a long time. You don't ever know if they have all these reactions like a snake, you know. So it's twitching the whole way back, and it's like I'm partly on top, like over it with my feet, and all I'm just imagining is, once again, another bad horror movie, because here you are out in a small boat, an alligator in your boat, 2 boys, in the middle of the night, in a lake, nobody else. This thing's going to come back alive and like bite my head off. You know, but it didn't. It was fun. But these are some of the things that go through your head as you're sitting over top of a gator. But it was funny. It was my first experience, so I'm still going out, so it was all right.
Oh, there it goes. It's like Jaws, seriously.
Apparently you don't like milk.
He doesn't like Leo.
This last time we were out, the gator,
Even if you see him, Jay, just
it did the same thing, and we got really excited.
Up on that last thing.
So we went up. You know, we let it take it. It was going out towards the middle, but we let it take a little bit. I went and pulled it up. It was huge, but he just kind of burped up because we didn't let him eat it. We were too excited that there was a gator. You know, because you sit here for so long with nothing, and then you get a little action. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's the whole point of going out there, is to bring something back, and just, they're really neat creatures. To see them up close is really neat, and to be able to go hunting and be successful, first of all, is not something that happens every single time you go out, for sure. There's a lot of waiting, as you well know, but it's, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like this adrenaline rush, you know, when you have that gator on the end of the line, and you can feel it and then it breaks the surface, and you know, like I was telling you earlier, you always think it's some
They just drop the jug, we'll
huge
pull in there and grab it, or
monster that's gonna rip your arm off or something, and usually it's not. They're a lot, they're not as scary as they seem, but then to bring it home with you and have it, and it's just kind of neat, because you always think it's what everybody else does it. You know, everybody else goes out and goes gator hunting and brings one home, or everybody else can do this kind of stuff. Well, in this area we can do it too, so it's kind of neat to be able to experience that and be able to do it in your backyard, you know, 20 minutes from your house. And most people have to come into the state and find a guide and pay a bunch of money just to be taken out on a hunt. And this is something that any citizen can do. We just happen to live right in the middle of prime gator hunting area, so take advantage of it while you can.
Turn around to you. Put him right now.
No,
Not get him?
you didn't.
After having no luck.
I was wondering where the dog went.
Get him? Here, hold on.
Jesus.
Hey, man. I didn't know he was going to do that.
And, you know, it makes for a good, none of my friends can say they did it. So they're fascinated by, what are you doing tonight? You're going gator hunting. What? You know, it's what people think it is what it is in the movies. So
What
kind of
size?
cool to, they look at you with a certain sense of awe. You don't want to tell them it's not as amazing as they have it in their mind. It's not like Crocodile Dundee, but you act like it is.
We didn't know y'all had a bear. They made us yell at us. We don't.
But yeah, it's fun.
When we drive around checking, I'll be like, what the hell is they doing?
Because before everybody would come check our baits last time, you know. We had a bass boater pull right up to it. Look at that! Where's that hanging in the tree?
Where's that tape at?
Y'all be safe.
Did you blow his eye out?
Yeah,
about.
see?
Before we go
Oh,
there, I
his
want to make
leg's
sure
still
it's not
moving.
we're just cut it out.
He's still
Yeah.
alive.
He hasn't bled good yet.
Maybe alive for a while, yeah.
You just stay with me, Odie, and we'll be safe.
Camera really quick. Forgetting that I have it.
That just makes him feel better.
Handcuffed.
All cars way back.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
I think I can wrestle that one if it comes back to life.
Where are we going to put this one?
It's home.
That's y'all's gator. I get to hunt in the morning.
Thanks. I got to go to work, so. It just keeps getting better.
How big is this joker?
I don't know, but it's
7'8".
Pick it up.
love.
Jay, pick him
Baby.
up. You know, push.
Dancing with it. Okay,
Pick him
enough for the
up.
video camp. Love. Tip of the nose.
Yep. What'd you say, Leo?
6'8".
No, you didn't say that.
I said 7'2".
7'3". 7'3 and a half.
Your classic fish stories. Only these are really big fish.